if they didn't have anything to do with it.
I don't. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
think so.
fam.
Yeah,
Because I don't
I feel what
expect.
you're saying.
I don't expect that. I didn't expect the LLC to actually be right directly to the gang. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Of course you're
it
gonna
couldn't
have
be.
it.
That would be
Right.
ridiculous.
Right. They wouldn't. You wouldn't be able to do that.
Not at all. But that's funny as shit. Yeah, you got to be somebody that's the head of the corporation, and it's got to be somebody squeaky clean like
So
a
that's why I
motherfucker.
said, fam, like, you don't really have to backtrack too much because it's still, you know, who you can imagine and read through the lines of who's pulling the strings. And that muscle mentality, like, nigga, oh, this shit lit. And it's associated with our gang. We all about to eat off this shit. And they probably didn't even look at it as a disrespect thing, but I don't expect, you know, traditional gang members to be the most versed in terms of like licensing and branding and marketing, especially nothing to the like degree that Nipsey was. Nipsey was a real star and was a real self-made independent businessman that had his hands in all type of shit. So the fact that he had that going on, I'm sure some people were privy to certain conversations with Nip and kind of you know, just like you talking about this videography shit, niggas will see you doing some shit and think they can do it. And so, you know, they go and run with that. And they probably had that license set up so that they can push the merchandise. They probably thinking like, oh, Nip gone, we gonna get all this bread, we gonna get all this marathon continue shit. And our gang is the muscle. You know how niggas think, like, can't nobody else sell into that shit. And not expecting probably, you know, Black Sam and them to be like, yo, yep, it ain't going down like that. Like, you gotta
You're
pay up. So I
need
wanna
all
see
that.
you know, I'm gonna keep my eyes on this, fam. I wanna see where this shit is going. Like, this is some real funky shit. Like, I can't believe niggas ain't talking about this more on platforms. Like, and I'm gonna do
Probably
my, I'm
because
gonna do more
they
research.
don't want to have to deal with
Right.
no
I'm gonna
Crips.
do more research, fam, and come back
You know
on.
what? You
If
know
we
what?
hold on, and come back on if we bugging. I'll do more research on this shit and see if I can find out how deep.
It is.
Is there any connections between this Crips LLC
You,
and Nipsey Hussle's and you know and the actual Crip gangs?
you're gonna be the reason gang members do run up on us, though.
No, I'm not.
You even talked about them on a couple shows.
Well, you snitching. You know what I'm saying? Who talking about them now, nigga? It's crazy. This nigga trying to get me hurt, man.
What you mean? If they hurt you, it gotta hurt me, nigga. We in
Well,
this
trying
together.
to get us hurt. 125 million, man.
Oh.
Say.
Shout out to Eddie Murphy.
Coming to America, man. Got two.
Coming to America too is
Just got
getting
the bag.
125 million from Amazon streaming platform.
And you know what I want to say before we dive into this any further? How the model of hip hop, the true model of hip hop.
I ain't even gonna say it.
I don't know what you're talking about, B. Think about this, fam. Like, that get it out the mud. Like, I'm gonna package my shit up and sell it myself. It's gotten to a place where it's look at what their stream. Look at what the movie game is now. You're Eddie Murphy. You write the script. I'm sure he took it to Hollywood to the people he's made billions of dollars
Well,
for.
no. Okay, so hold on. No, let me before because where you're diving into, I have information on the reason that Amazon got it is because movie theaters aren't open worldwide right now.
Hold on. You going way too, once again, you jumping all over her. That's not what I was diving in on.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay.
No, let me
My
say this.
bad. I fucked up because it sounded like you was going to.
That's why you let me finish. So, the $125 million.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's take it from their point. I understand that, like, okay, whether it's just because movie theaters aren't open, or if that's part of it, I'm sure, if not even majority of it. But the nature of the business being that way, it's not the first movie to do that. There's been instances where these artists that bring a crowd. It's no one. It's just like what Ryan Leslie was talking about with music. Solidify your audience first. Solidify your crowd, and then figure out a way to move them around, right, and move with them. Well, I know that my movies do this type of numbers, right? I know I at least need this type of budget to properly market it to my people so that they know when to tune in and where to tune in. I can have them subscription based. They'll go to the movies and pay for it. When I come out with it, at least this many people, and some of these big name places that's trying to get in these spaces, like the Amazons, they need content. The number one word, they need content. So what do? They'll step to a doc on like, yo, you got that movie? That movie that like Hollywood is saying like, well, you gotta wait because we're doing things on the old model,
No, hold
right?
on, but hold on one second, one
You shoot
second.
the movie, you already have the movie done. This is all I'm talking about. It's like having the part where they have the movie done now. They have the package. They have the stand up already packaged and done now. Like Bill Barr, I'll go on the road. I did a tour, my best 3 dates. I chopped that up, turned that into a video, and now I take it to Amazon. Now I take it to Netflix. Now I take it to these different places. And I have all these different platforms that are itching to get in the content game. So they'll throw me a bag versus the traditional line where there's one or two, three major companies that I gotta wait in line for. They want splits, they want this, they want that. I can go take my shit to Amazon because I guarantee you the deal on the back end is great for that 125 million.
All right, so I gotta interject now that you're gonna give me a chance. Hollywood is fucking with it. Paramount has it. They're selling it to Amazon to stream. So they're not shelving it. If they were like,
I never said they were
not shelving it, but if they were waiting, they're not really waiting on it. The only reason they waited on it this long is because of COVID. This movie would have been out by now.
No,
but
I never said nothing against that.
But you were saying that Hollywood wasn't fucking with it,
No, that's not.
or the
No,
big
that's-
company.
no.
Paramount has it.
No, listen to me. What I'm saying is there's different avenues now that there wasn't before.
Oh, okay.
Meaning that like
yeah,
nigga, if you,
yeah.
like you can play
Without
with this
Amazon,
game, nigga. You can play with this game now.
without who or Amazon and Netflix and shit with this
Right.
pandemic, these niggas
You know what
would
I'm
be
saying?
making
Dog,
nothing.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
That
Apple
movie would
listen
be
to me,
chilling.
Fam. I guarantee you. Apple TV got a meeting.
Oh,
Because they trying to push that.
They all
So
did.
that's my point. Is that now there's so many people thirsty for content that
New content, because all that shit's stale as fuck.
our original content.
That's-
if
yeah,
it comes out on
yeah.
my shit and nobody ever seen it before, that's technically I'm getting residuals for that. I'm just gonna be a split, and I can always have it on my site. I don't have to pay you to host it here.
Right,
Remember
yeah.
when Stars left Netflix? Remember the game
Yep.
changed a little bit. They
It
had to start
did.
spending more of their bag on making original content. So what they had to do? Hey, Will Smith, come here. Hey, Dave Chappelle, come here. Hey, Amy Schumer, come here. Hey, Bill Barr. come here.
Why? I'm getting real mad at these fucking companies not fucking with stars.
Well, no, it's that Stars got smart and was like, we spent a lot of money building this catalog. We have content. It keeps going back
Stars
to the content
Stars
game.
has always
So
always
now-
had the best movies on their fucking network.
Mark my words.
Always.
Mark my words. Be ready for it. Eventually, Stars is going to say, how do we build our own platform
Streaming platform.
and get people to come directly to our site? So Stars is going to start paying people a bag to do original content, TV shows, like things like that they never really had to do. They really was just licensing movies. They was pimping the movie game. Like these big movies before they go to like regular network TV, we're gonna get people to pay them to put them on our shit, and we'll give you a split. That was groundbreaking back then. Like what? Okay,
And now
yeah.
that's all normal.
And now
play
now, nigga, what you mean? Like,
Right,
that's how the game
that's
works.
the same
now.
shit. That's what we get
right.
everywhere else.
So everything
nigga.
evolved. So now it's just like the people that were smart, and some people lucked into it. Then you got a platform. Hold on. See, Netflix, it was perfect for them because Stars leaving was probably, in hindsight, the best thing to happen to them. Because they would have just kept, they'd have paid Stars, they'd have been paying HBO, they'd have been paying Disney. And then Disney started getting a little funky and was like, nigga, you know what? Because Disney's masters at conglomeratism.
Oh yeah.
And so they was just like, this shit worked for them.
Disney Plus.
But yeah, man, exactly. And what
Disney
they do, and
Plus.
what they do before that, hey yo, yeah, we not re-signing the deal with y'all, nigga.
You're-
Take all our shit off y'all platform.
You're-
Y'all the enemy now.
Disney Plus.
Y'all the ops.
Y'all the ops.
We're gonna do this Disney Plus, which means guess what? We getting all the sports motherfuckers because it's only a matter of time before Disney Plus Plus is gonna make it to where you can watch live ESPN and all that type of shit on
Does
there in real
Disney own
time.
ESPN now?
Disney's only for a while. I think that's always been theirs actually. Like so, Disney owns ESPN and all this other type of shit. They own all this other different type of things that has nothing to do with cartoons and our anime.
Right.
You see what happened when Pixar first came out, nigga? They got them niggas the fuck up out of there. Now it's Disney Pixar. No, nigga. Hold on.
You
Oh
ain't
shit.
you ain't gonna be over here making the best movies on this. No.
Yeah, take this bag, my nigga.
Come here.
And come on in house, nigga. Like we don't got time to be competing with you
Come on over here,
motherfuckers.
cause y'all over here shitting
Hey,
on us right
look.
now.
What system y'all using over there? Oh, okay.
Bring it over here. We're gonna use
Nigga,
that.
now you don't even think about that as a separate entity. And that's what they do. That's what these companies do. And so it's no different than anything else. That's why if you've already had the foresight to create one platform, such like a podcast, and then you had some friends that was just like, oh man, we like what y'all doing. We trying to start our own shit. Instead of like us, we deal with it all the time. People want to join the podcast. You tell them like, no, we'll help you create your own. Right. And then next thing you know, you get 3 or 4 things like that. You're shooting other things.
You have your own network.
You have your own network. And that's when you step to Spotify because this is like, why put all the pressure on yourself to deliver numbers and get yourself in something with like low bargaining from a low bargaining floor, if you would, versus if I can come and bring you, listen to this. This nigga Joe Budden said that he offered Spotify once the podcast, Everyday Struggle, a new podcast with with him and just academics because their chemistry was lit, just their own little podcast, and Pull Up, and it was for $40,000 a month, and like some other shit, and they didn't see the vision in that. They was just like no, because he hadn't really like the right things. The timing wasn't right. So now not necessarily the timing. The timing was right if they had foresight, but these companies aren't intelligent. They're not creative. They don't have foresight. They're all built off business models. So they don't really jump and dive on things like that.
Yeah, they're not ready for the next thing.
And that's why when you get those executives that do that, a lot of times they're risking their job and their reputation. But when they do that and it works, they're considered geniuses. And all they did was the common sense thing, the creative thing,
Put
right?
it on.
So now fast forward to about a year, 2 years later, where Joe Budden gets fired from Complex, or he renegotiate or doesn't renegotiate, whichever story it is, and people were so interested. I was already a Joe Budden podcast fan, but it was doing decent numbers, good numbers, but the crowd that had the pushing and the marketing from Complex that wanted to hear his response, that wanted to see, yo, why he's not back on there, because Complex handled it so bad, it ended up being great marketing for him because they didn't want to come out and tell the people because they were looking at their content and their comments, and they're like, damn, they mad. They asking where's Joe, like where the fuck is Joe, and it's becoming a thing. They start realizing like, yo, this might not be as smooth as we thought. They didn't want to come out and just say, yo, we fired him or we agreed to go different ways. Right. So the suspense of that drove about another 3 point something million people, don't quote me on the numbers, over to fucking SoundCloud, dog, to listen to
the Joe Budden podcast.
Now you're giving him content. Now you're giving him scale. You're giving him numbers. You're giving him data to go to these companies and be like, look,
I need the bag.
And then they performed well. The podcast
and this is
lit.
Why you're gonna give me the bag.
So people started listening to the podcast more, and it was just like, yo, this is actually better than Everyday Struggle. And I remember those was the comments for like fucking months. Like, yo, this shit killing. Everyday Struggle's numbers had dropped a little bit until they got back on the footing. The first they started with Star, and then they had a couple guest appearances, and then they finally settled on Wayno, which was a good look because Wayno makes it work, right? But imagine if you're the fucking executive over there at Spotify. You eventually did get him on a deal, right? But if you would have signed it then, you would have got more, and that's why it makes sense when you were looking at some of the issues over there. When he was saying that, like, yo, these motherfuckers want this nigga shit, they want his shit, they want his shit, they want his shit. It's because they know, like, damn, we should have signed you before and got all this shit for very little. Now you the bag. And you deserve millions for this shit, and you know it, and you have the data now. You came here, like he said, I came here to do research. Now you know you got the data. You have a department that puts out the data. You can have that printed with your management and be like, yo, nigga, you see the numbers we do? And now you can take that to Pepsi. You could take that to Cash App. You could take that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they hold dear from us. They're not going to tell us that, yo, when y'all niggas are on, these numbers go way up.
Right.
It might not be in their benefit. If, shout out to Flea Lee TV, man, if Flea is renegotiating with us and he sees that, yo, when these boys is on and he decides that he don't want to be the most honest, all he got to do is not really show us the numbers. And think about it. That's his business.
Yeah.
It ain't none of our business what the numbers is.
Right.
We didn't negotiate that the numbers that we get to look at the numbers every quarter.
Right.
And most people don't. And that's what we're starting to discover. That's the next evolution
now
of
you
us.
make me feel like I should have.
Maybe we should have.
We might have. We might have, should have.
But it's too late, man.
Coulda, woulda, didn't.
It's too late. We already did that ritual.
Shout out to Flea.
We already did that ritual. We're Illuminati now, baby.
Straight up. Shout out to Flea Lee TV. You know what though? His is a. We could.
Right.
That's what his is.
Hey,
Shout out to Flea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. FleaLee.com.
But yeah, Amazon has now bought the rights to. Well, is trying to buy the rights. Eddie Murphy still's got to sign off on everything, but they've offered the bag.
And I think that's dope because what I was trying to get to now is like it's packaged more like if you had lit DVDs or if you were able to like package it and sell your own CD. Like you might sell it to be exclusively sold here, but let's say that like I don't know what the percentage in power and stuff that he has it versus like Paramount versus Amazon. But let's assume that he has an equal split. And he's able, when they do package it up on DVDs or when they do put it on all the different streaming sites and shit like that and platforms, he's going to get a nice residual kickback from that. Mm-hmm. Versus a lot of times in Hollywood's traditional model, once you got paid for the movie, that was pretty much it.
You know what's mad crazy too is like Coming to America 2 fucking 32 years later.
It's just gonna be a lot.
You imagine what the like
Eddie Murphy what said the plot's gonna be.
I can't wait.
Me too. He said he's gonna be pleased.
You know what else we get to look forward to? Eddie Murphy says he's gonna start doing stand up again.
No.
He wants to do another like
he's already signed a deal
super big
with Netflix.
Yeah. So I'm like, nigga, I can't wait. I'm just hoping it's that old Eddie Murphy. I'm hoping he didn't get like wholesome on us.
Yeah, but you gotta be fair, fam. Like
no. I mean that rawness.
But I'm saying he's 50 plus.
No, I get that, but I want that like that rawness. You like Bob Saget's still raw. Type
he never
shit.
stopped, though.
No, I'm not saying he did, but I don't know what his stand up's gonna be. I want it to be.
Some of Eddie Murphy's highest grossing movies are complete.
I mean,
family.
but with Dolomite though,
are complete family films.
No, they are.
So,
but with Dolomite though, I feel like his stand up is gonna be just like it was back then.
But he also, I mean, just think about it, fam. He got grandchildren now. Mm-hmm. It's just I just want to see greatness evolve. That's what I'm starting to realize.
I think he's gonna be funny still.
You know what I think he's gonna do? I think he's gonna be dope. I think he's gonna be funny. But I think his style has probably evolved to much more because it always.
We don't know. We haven't seen him since.
No, I'm saying, hear me out though. He's always had hints of what. I think that Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle are like evolutions of a lot of Eddie Murphy. And what I mean by that is like there's always some form of education in it. And I think that he might be a more evolved version of that. At a point.
I need that real raw.
I think he might be a more evolved version of like the what you see like with the Chris Rock
so you
and
gonna
Dave Chappelle
think he's gonna be like a Kevin Hart?
No, nigga, did you hear what I just said? I think that like since I've always thought that Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock were evolutions of Eddie Murphy's style.
I feel like
so. I think that in my opinion, I think that I wouldn't be surprised if he's like a Eddie Murphy version of like that.
I would sway more to the Chris Rock, though. if I wanted Eddie Murphy to act like, or not act like, but have the edginess of, it would be the Chris Rock side of it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Cause I love Dave Chappelle's more smooth approach nowadays. You know what I'm saying? He has his hype moments, but he's more smooth with
yeah,
it.
that's his style.
And there's nothing wrong with
But
that.
Eddie pulls from both of those places.
And Eddie don't pull from neither one.
No, I'm saying
They pull from him. They
well,
pull from him.
that's why I didn't say from them. I said from those places.
Oh,
He's multifaceted as a comedian. He checks every box. So what I'm saying is that there's times that he can sell a crazy joke or punchline with very little physical energy, just set up. And then there's times that like he can be very like animated that's equally as funny, and everybody doesn't have that ability. Some people come off as silly or trying too hard
could
when they try
you
to do that.
could you imagine if he wore one of the suits again on the show on the new stand up?
No,
If he had one tailored to the bigger size he is as a girl, that shit would be
No.
funny as fuck, nigga. You see Eddie in the purple
I don't
leather.
want to see that shit. I don't want to see that shit, Dre.
You still watch it though, wouldn't you?
I mean, I'm watching it.
Oh,
but
right.
I prefer not to see that shit.
It wouldn't be funny though.
Nah.
Why?
I think it'd be just funnier, nigga, just to come out like a 50 fucking plus something year old man that's made hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars and give us that same raw but yet mature, creative genius perspective from, like, I want to see raw version 2020. Like, I don't want to see that nigga like pulling from that type of energy and trying to like show that he still got it. I would much rather like, I'd be more satisfied if I seen Eddie Murphy surprise me.
That's
Like,
you.
I'm talking for me. Like evolve. Like, and I think that he has evolved. I think that you can watch his movies and see that he's evolved.
We'll see.
So I think that if he can come and blend the same blend like the multiple layers of comedic genius that I know that is in him, all in one stand up, he'll go back down as he'll probably go down as the GOAT of this shit.
I feel like with the way Dolomite was, I feel like it's gonna be more of the older.
But that's a remake though.
No, that wasn't even a remake. That was the story of him making that movie that he made.
Have you ever seen the original Dolomite?
No, that's what I no. Here's what I'm saying. The Dolomite movie that was Eddie Murphy's in it. It was the story of them making the original Dolomite movie. That's what that whole movie was about. Was them filming and releasing that movie.
But that's what Dolomite is about.
No, Dolomite is about a dude who went to prison and was let out by the warden to help get like some pimp that took over his thing. That's what the original Dolomite movie was about.
But it wasn't it shot kind of pretty much the same though?
No.
You don't say.
Dog, they're two one movie's telling the story about how Rudy Ray Moore made Dolomite.
Right.
That's the Eddie Murphy one, the newer one.
Okay, yeah, right.
The movie Dolomite is
that's
a
the one that's
character
on Netflix
of
right now, right?
Yeah, My Name is, or Dolomite's My Name is what it's called.
Yeah,
that's the story of him making the movie Dolomite,
right.
a Rudy Ray Moore story, basically.
Right.
So that's what makes me think it's gonna go like more of the older Eddie Murphy style. It's gonna be more sophisticated than back then, but it's gonna he's still gonna be cussing, and I guarantee.
Well, no, I never said he wasn't gonna be.
No. But it's gonna be the still same type of shit, like I couldn't have took Brooke Shields. Y'all know Brooke would have been getting fucked that night type jokes.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, Mike fucked too.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna
you
be.
Ever seen that bitch? Excuse my language. You ain't see her at Mike's funeral. You don't cry over a man like that unless he's been inside you.
Pause. But that's. I feel like he's gonna go more towards that, and I can't wait to see the fucking Coming to America too, bruh. I didn't think that movie was ever gonna get a sequel.
Hey man, the thing is, allegedly there's supposed to be New Beverly Hills Cops and all that shit.
No, yeah, New Beverly Hills Cops supposed to be coming too. I can't. That's the other movie I can't fucking wait for. Man. Nigga, please. Where was he based out of, nigga? The
up.
D.
Nigga, I got a cameo on that movie.
You know that I brought my brother that jacket
I'm in the movie.
No, you're not. Fuck out of here.
Bet, my nigga.
I'm not listening to none of that.
Yeah, all right, son.
Which one? 3?
Actors credits. No, don't front on me, a nigga like that, nigga. I mean, that was some real slight disrespectful shit you tried to do, nigga. Yeah, I'm a part three ass nigga. You said, oh nigga, if you was in it, son,
You
you
was in
part
the
three,
third
nigga. You
one.
might have been in the third
You
one.
wasn't in the second
Nigga,
one.
don't play me like I was just all out in Hollywood, nigga, in Beverly Hills. Nah, nigga, I was in the D, nigga, when it was grimy, nigga, cold at nighttime. Niggas ran right past me.
This nigga, right?
Wait till I show you, nigga. You gonna be weak. Like, yo, that might be Keem, nigga.
Yeah, okay, all right. Nah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is I brought my brother the Axel Foley jacket for Christmas last year. It's just hard as fuck.
It is. He ain't gonna go with them tight ass jeans and gray sweater.
He did actually.
I know he did.
He
I bet he did, nigga. That shit funny.
in that gray sweater,
Shit loose at the top, nigga.
tight as shit at the bottom. Jeans tight to the
That nigga had them
motherfucker.
old Reeboks
nigga.
on.
Yeah,
Reebok joints.
them jeans was tight than the motherfucker back then.
That shit
Jeans
funny.
is tight now, but man, jeans
Blue
was
Nova, nigga.
jeans was a different.
Shit.
Why did
I'm
Jenny?
not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
Hey, why did Jenny get at his Nova like that? Though?
Hey, that shit, she wasn't shit, nigga. Hey, Jenny wasn't shit.
What
my
happened to
nigga.
that shitty blue Nova?
Yeah, that
still
shit.
driving
Like, I
the
still got the
blue
shitty
Nova.
blue. That nigga drove that shit all the way to Cali too.
I don't
Like,
know
my
how
shit
it
good
made
under
it.
the
Yeah,
hood,
I don't
nigga.
know how it made that
nigga
trip,
popped
nigga.
his collar like my shit good under the hood.
Hey,
nigga.
that was some straight movie magic there. Because a car that looks like that motherfucker ain't driving
Oh,
to
no,
no
my nigga.
motherfucking California,
You never-
nigga.
Them shits be good.
Shout out to Eddie Murphy though, coming to America too. Should be coming to or hopefully coming to Amazon soon, so we all can watch that motherfucker. I'm excited about that joint.
First Lady Melania Trump has penned a letter with news on her COVID-19 diagnosis as well as her son Barron.
Barron got it right.
Barron got it, huh?
That's what they're saying.
How irresponsible is that, man?
I mean, Trump is like the most. Trump's like the most irresponsible motherfucker that we've seen publicly, and he's the goddamn president. All right, Keem. So, you ready for the money game, or we got more topics?
Go ahead, man.
I got a doozy for you this week, or today, not this week. All right, so for $10 million, you got a live stream open mouth kissing a Republican man with a MAGA hat on
Come on, man.
for 30 seconds.
Can't do it, nigga. Hey, let me just go ahead and make a public service announcement, man. Cause this nigga Dre is wild as fuck. I don't know what the fuck this nigga be over here thinking up. Hey, man, listen here, man. Look. Akeem got love for all people, right? ATS family over here, man, we accept everybody. But Akeem is not in any ways homosexual. There's not a amount of... listen to me, I don't want to hear this shit. Hold on, B. I'm talking. There is no amount of money.
He said, hold on, B. I'm sorry.
There is no amount of money, no amount of gold, diamonds, females that you can possess me with. So, nigga, I'm just saying, you might as well flip the topic in this game. Or else it's gonna be the same shit every time. Every time we play it.
You
my
can't.
nigga.
You wouldn't even like consider it.
Nigga, for what? No,
$10 million to open mouth kiss a man.
bro. I don't even like kissing bitches all the time. Nigga, like, you kiss all the women you fuck with.
Yeah,
Let me find out you old kissing ass nigga.
I
all the
am.
time.
I'm not gonna front. I like the kiss, nigga. Fuck out of here. What's wrong with that, nigga? A little makeout session. Ain't nothing wrong with a little makeout.
Let me find out you over here out here smooching.
Very much. I'll be smooching. But
Go
no,
ahead. No, finish your shit, man. Start your shit over, man, and be mindful of what I said. Because if not, you already know the answer.
No, but you wouldn't even consider it as $10 million just to kiss a man.
Okay, nigga.
You ain't gay.
What would you do? Oh, see this guy, man.
I think about it.
No, that's not what I asked, man.
I think about it. I
Obviously,
would
you
at
think
least
about if a
entertain
nigga brung it up
I
to
would
you
entertain
with
the
10
thought.
million. Obviously, you thinking about it. What would you do?
I'm gonna entertain the
I
thought.
don't want to hear that shit. What would you do? 10 million. It could take us over the top. You don't want to see your boy shining? You know, I need 5 of that.
I'm gonna just go out on this. I might.
I get to pick the dude.
Yeah.
I'm about to pick this bum nigga I know.
It can't be no nasty bum, no. It can't be somebody can get a
now you
fucking.
want
I can't get a
stipulations.
fucking mouth disease from the motherfucker. But I might. For 10 million to kiss a man, I'm strong enough in my masculinity that I'm gonna take that 10 million and be good.
Bro, I'm just. Do you know how nasty a man's mouth is, nigga? Probably.
Fresh brushed man's mouth.
Nah, nigga. Don't start trying to ask all shit to make it nicer, nigga. I'm not. Nope, nigga. Right off the construction site.
No, I'm posing the question to you. Okay, no. So say it's a homosexual male, clean cut, just he's like clean cut.
You already know my answer, fam.
No,
Nope.
nigga, you were. I don't know. Part of me believes you, and the part of me is like, nigga, if there was $10 million in a suitcase in front of you that was yours, as soon as you did this, it would be a lot more than just a no right out the
No,
gate.
I'm gonna give you an example.
You gonna sit there and touch the
I'm gonna
money.
give you an
You can.
example,
I'll
bro.
even let you touch the money. You
No,
can,
I'm gonna give you an
can
example,
count
bro.
a little bit
Oh,
of it.
nigga, you gonna let me touch it?
Yeah, you
Pause,
can. You
nigga.
can count. Yeah, but you can count a little bit of it.
Fam.
You
Now
know
let's
what I'm
say
saying?
you get gassed up for this. This motherfucker kiss you down, nigga. Right? This nigga just tongue kissing the shit out of your Yo. Oh shit. What for?
Blood.
Hey, son, tongue kissing your ass. Watch out, man.